I love to do user research, but I don't have any users to talk to. I hear this all the time. And every time I hear it, I think that's the exact thought that took down one of the most popular apps of the last decade. So let's fix that. Here's the truth. You already have users, your classmates, your roommates, anyone who uses the app category you're designing for. User research doesn't require a budget or a lab or a company. It requires curiosity and willingness to ask. In 2018, Snapchat completely redesigned their app. They mixed stories with private messages. They changed how everything worked. And they did it to solve an advertiser problem, not a user problem. The result? 1.3 million users signed a petition to reverse it. 83% of the App Store reviews dropped to 1 or 2 stars. User sentiment dropped 73% of their core audience. And when Kylie Jenner tweeted that she's not using Snapchat anymore, Snapchat lost over $1 billion in stock value in one tweet. They eventually rolled most of it, but the damage has already been done. That wasn't a technology failure. It wasn't a branding failure. It was a research failure. They thought they knew what their users wanted. They didn't ask. User research exists exactly for this reason, to close the gap between what you assume and what's actually true. So 4 methods quickly. First, user interviews. One-on-one conversations where you ask open questions and listen. Not do you like this? That's a yes or no. Instead, tell me the last time you tried to do this and walk me through it. The goal isn't to confirm your idea. It's to understand their reality. Second, surveys. These scale what you already know. They're not great at discovering things you haven't thought to ask yet. Use them after interviews to test whether what you found holds for a wider group. Free tools like Google Forms, Typeform, put it in Discord, a group chat, a subreddit. 30 responses from real people will give you real signal. Third, usability testing. You give someone a task, try to find the settings page. You say nothing, just watch. The moment they hesitate, or click something wrong, or go quiet, that's your data. Here's the rule. If you explain anything, then that test is invalid. If they can't find it alone, that's the finding. So you know what to fix. 4. Observation. Go where your users are and observe. No questions, no scripts. People don't always do what you say. They do what they do. All 4 methods are doing the same thing. Closing the gap between what you assume your users want and what's actually true. That's the only job of the user research. Not to slow you down, not to file a report, to make sure you're solving the right thing for the right people and in the right way. So here's today's question, and this one's a little personal. Think of a time you assumed something of a person, a product, or a situation and found out you were wrong. So I assumed X and reality was Y. Drop it in the comments. It doesn't have to be about design. It just has to be honest. The best design thinking begins with admitting that you don't already have all answers. Stay tuned for day 5. See ya!